Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the final live show of the week for myself and Joel Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin here with you at the close on a Friday. Let's go.
All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
All right. Joel, it's 3:31 on a Friday. Which means we've got about 29 minutes and change before we have to go a whole day and three quarters with no markets, but we've got your charts, and that's all that matters for right now. So tell us, how are we doing today? I know we made new
Trade
highs
Bitcoin.
again.
You could trade Bitcoin.
That's true. And
We're
Forex.
doing good. We're doing really good. We just, we caught that bid in the pre-market, and then you had the Pfizer news, right? So that, yay, we got to buy. And then you had the good jobs number, yay, we got to buy, and they keep buying. And they got a little overdone. They got over the 9-day average trading range, which was 47.09. That's the only number. I mean, I got to come up with a number to try and short this thing. So that was
Right.
my number. It went to 1175, and then we had about a 40 handle break. I was hoping for the pre-market low, but they couldn't get it to unchanged. And then they do what they do. They flipped her around, and now we're up 17 and a quarter handles, 46.90.50. Going to improve on that old-time closing high once again. Crude, man. Crude and Pfizer, the two most volatile things on Wall Street. Inside day after that shellacking yesterday, getting back $2.74. Gold is hot, up $25.70 at 18.19.10. Can gold finally hold 1800? Silver back in the 24 handle. That's up 30 cents at 24.21. For you Bitcoin traders, I don't know where this equates to on the Bitcoin Cash,
Yeah.
but 61,000. That is. Can I make stars on my charts? Do I have stars?
Sure.
What do I have here? No, I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think I'm looking, but you know what I'll do? I'll look at this. You got one. I'll do it the little. Look at all those lows right there. That's the level. That holds. Boom.
Cool.
Taking out the high of the move, going to a new all-time high. You take that out. You got a little bit of a decline. Ethereum, that's up just a tad, up $13.75 at 45.29.25.
Hey, I'm down with some nice consolidation. I'm always down with consolidation in Bitcoin and ETH, right? Because then they go break out and we go, oh, I didn't buy more.
Consolidations are good, period. I mean,
Yeah.
you look at consolidations and, it's just the key for, for the next move. So, yeah, you just got to be prepared to make a move when things come out of
All
consolidation.
right, Joe. I asked you what you wanted to talk about, and the first stock you said was the company formerly known as Facebook. So let's look at Facebook here, or Meta, whatever you want to call it. Facebook, Meta. I guess we should probably call it Facebook until I don't actually. Who cares? I don't care what we call it. But anyway, you made a very keen observation today. Tell us about that observation.
Yeah, it's back above. It's where it got whooped after earnings.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's important. I mean, they tried to bust this thing. 310 became the new 320. Was there any specific news on it today, or because it gapped and go, just momentum? Now you're back. Now you have to start thinking about getting back half of this move, right? I mean, you've had a pretty big decline. No more whistleblowers. No more hate, maybe.
Yes, more whistleblowers. This is just to be clear, that story ain't over.
It's
It's
not
just
over, but I
some
mean, what
some
are they gonna?
pause.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, it's getting back. I figure your exact number in that 50% move, but there it is. Boom, right there, getting back half of that move. See if it acts as resistance. But man, you had a lot of opportunity to get on this thing under 320. Well, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4 days. So that's what I noticed. Facebook leading the charge here of the top components, up 1.7%. Followed by Amazon's up 1.5%. That compares with the index's gain of just 0.35%.
Yeah, Amazon too got above 3,500 once again today.
So
Amazon
quiet.
almost filled an earnings gap of their own, but not quite. At least not for
Wait a
today.
second. Wait, didn't they? What was it? I haven't
No,
filled in the gap. Oh, you mean from the last earnings
no, I mean
report?
from July.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. It's going to. I knew
Well,
there was a bigger gap in there. Yeah, wow. What a march back. So look at 3580. That's your new resistance point. That will fill the gap for Amazon. And they've already reported, correct?
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're
Yeah.
all done.
They're strong. I mean, Amazon, big holiday season, with supply chain, everything coming back on the supply. Everyone's going to be buying like crazy at this Christmas. And I guess they're going to be doing it on Amazon.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, let's go to Pfizer next. Let's skip. If we can update the graphics here, that'd be good. Pfizer, Joel made. This is gonna. This is a. I don't know where this ranks as far as daily ranges go for Pfizer, but it must be near the high for quite some time.
Oh man, this stock is nuts. This is basically a derivative. I mean, we were kind of right. We talked about it coming in, but it came in, didn't fill the gap, didn't even come close to filling the gap, and now it's right back up at the high. This is a crazy stock. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm not surprised that it came in, but I am surprised that it came all the way back. This thing is it's volatile. People must be having some fun day trading this because wow, look at those ranges right back up. Not going to take out the pre-market high, but pretty much we're trying to get back to the high for the session. Probably some paper loaded up there at 49, 48.81. So keep an eye on that.
You had two reversals. You had the first reversal in the pre-market session,
Yeah,
and you had the second reversal a couple of hours ago.
crazy, 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 crazy. Pfizer
I
is a
know.
derivative.
I know. All right, so there's a lot going on today. Let's move. I don't know why our graphics aren't updating. I apologize. Let's go to earnings here. There's a lot we did not cover
I
this
know.
morning, in terms of earnings, and I don't know if you saw Canada Goose today, Joel, but you talk about things that I did not see coming. This was one.
Jeez.
GOOS. They goose this one. I hope I'm using that term correctly. Their EPS 12 cents per share Canadian, sales $232 million Canadian, and then they raised their guidance. Wow, Canada Goose got the. How high did we get today?
Almost close to 50, 49.36. 50 is your number because that was the high back in February. That's the high for the year, 50.05. Still $2 away, but man, Street leading the right way into the report. They took this thing up from under 37 up to just over 40. I guess it's supposed to be really cold this year, right? We're supposed to have a cold winter? So people
Do
are going to
we,
be buying
Joel,
those
Joel, Joel?
expensive
Do we
coats?
ever not have a cold winter?
Well, but this is supposed to be really cold.
Don't
I
say that.
thought. That's what I heard.
Oh,
That's what I heard.
I
It's
don't know.
cold out today. Well, no, it's back up to 49. So it was in the 30s earlier. But man, oh man, once again, if you were shorting this thing, you had no business being short when it took out that pre-market high. That came in at 47.40, and could have made a few bucks using that level.
Yes, you could have. How did some of the stocks we talked about today, this morning, do just in terms of earnings? Like how DKNG shape out today? That was an interesting one. I don't know if you saw that one because it
It
you had
zigged
a
and it zagged.
you had a big flight
Um,
today in Bulls and Bears in DraftKings.
Yeah, had Sean on pre-market prep plus. He was a buyer in the pre-market at 41, and he says he's just gonna buy more. He's gonna be a moron. He's gonna put more on and more on. He said buy more at 40, 39, 38, 37. But traded up today, got into the range. Did we get to the close? When you trade that low and then you get back to the close, that's always a good number. I went through the close by quite a bit, 44.68. 42.15 low. They got really excited in the pre-market when they hit that. And Panda's on the rebound today after we talked favorably about it this morning on the pre-market prep show. Up 435, 61.75. Definitely an inside day.
And then what else was I looking at here from this morning? There was so much we barely covered. Peloton, I'm sorry, Joel. Pinterest,
Yeah, I don't
Pinterest
know.
came back. What else?
There could be a little squabble in the house this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Joel, did you see Square? We didn't even talk about Square
We
this morning,
did
I don't
talk
think.
about Square, and it came back, and then it went back down again, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I couldn't believe what I was
luscious.
seeing at the Open.
Was anybody listening to me this morning? Because I said, wow, it came like it had the spike in the after hours. It got to 54.26, and then it came all the way back there. This last bar here is what you had at ending the 9:30 bracket. You kissed 256, and then see ya. I don't want to be ya. Bad day for Square. Boy, oh boy, we got to start thinking about the lows and the moves on this one.
Maybe, yeah, but that is just wicked.
Wild, yeah. These stocks all need to split, man. They're too high priced. More liquidity. Make them all 80, 90, $100 stocks that just whip around.
Solar Up is asking about SoFi because they said they were going to redeem some warrants. Solar Up, my understanding is all that really means is there's going to be a little bit of dilution. But that's my understanding of it. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's too negative a headline
Oh,
here.
ooh,
Um,
nice. Oh, now it gave some back. What do I have here for retracements?
I
Get
don't
rid
know.
of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Come on, get rid of this. I don't know why I have this. This is horrible looking on my chart. Huh. I must not have been paying attention to what I was doing. Okay, what else you got for me?
Airbnb, Joel, $200. Looked like it was gonna be a sticky point for a minute there, but nope.
Excuse me while I cough here for 1 second. If I can find my mute button.
You're allowed to cough on the stream. It's cool.
If you attended what was our event? August 21st.
Yep.
I was asked for one stock that I would buy that I didn't buy, and it was Airbnb because I just like the model. I just think, hotels are ripping too, but you got to think that they had the earnings today, but that Pfizer news, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Did you see that our buddy, who's the guy, Dr. COVID on CNBC all the time?
Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that he thinks pandemics will be over by January.
Well, it's almost what is
A
over?
lot of people think it's over already.
What
Yeah.
is over? What does over even really mean, though? I don't even know what that means. What does over mean?
I don't know. Why don't you get Scott on the show? Why don't you do something? Get a guest on the show for once. Get Scott on.
All right, Scott Gottlieb. I emailed him. We're from the same town.
And he didn't email you back?
No.
That's so disrespectful.
No. Yeah, I was like, hey, man, I'm also from East Brunswick. What's up, man? And we went to the same high school, but no, nothing. Not ghosted me.
Why don't you have Raz reach out to him?
I just saw a tweet that I want to read, but I don't want to butcher it. So give me 1 second to find the tweet because it was from Ryan Dietrich.
Ryan.
This is a doozy of a stat. All right, this is from Ryan Dietrich just now. The S&P 500 is about to be up 16 of the past 18 days, and then he goes on to say the last time that happened. Joel, do you want to guess the last time? It was a long time ago. Do you want to guess the last time the S&P 500 closed higher 16 out of 18 days? It's been a while.
1995.
Not a bad guess. May of 1990 is the answer to that question. And before that, December of 1971.
Wowzer.
Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. So let's take some tickers from the chat here. We got 15 minutes left in the show. Let's see what y'all are watching. Yeah, I also saw the McAfee headline, MCFE, right? There's a report out there that could be going private. It was from Bloomberg. So the stock halted and resumed a few minutes before we started here just now. And then what are we halted again?
It doesn't look like. No, it's trading. It's trading.
Okay. That's weird.
What price? They just got IPO'd. Why? What do you mean? It just IPO'd?
Yeah, it IPO'd last year, correct. I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea about that.
Okay. What
I mean, it's
else?
holding the gains. Sometimes when you see big moves like this and then they don't hold the gains, it's a little bit a warning sign, but it's holding the gains. So looks pretty good. Got a gap fill up. I'd be palms out at 27 if it got up there. Doesn't look like that's going to happen today. That
Uh,
fills the gap from September 7th.
this is an interesting one. AMCX. I'll always remember this as being a stock, and I think Dennis will be right. But years ago, Dennis said he thinks AMCX could probably get taken over. I think he'll end up being right, but just really, really, really early. He's long out of the stock now. But they had earnings this morning. They beat on their EPS, they beat on their sales, and they raised their guidance. I'm trying to understand how. No offense to cable networks, but I'm trying to understand how it's possible that they could raise their guidance. But they did, and stocks up 15% today. This is not a stock we talk about very often, but
No,
I do think eventually somebody will buy this company, somebody else, whether it's Amazon or somebody will buy them. It just because content is king and they have the content and not much else.
it's a tough candle, because it is a red candle. That just means it's close. It's lower than the open. But what I would try and do if I was long this one, I would say, man, just hold the gap on me, baby. If it got under that 48 low, I'd be a little bit nervous that it's going to go down and fill the gap. But that just hasn't been happening lately. These stocks have just been gapping and going, and so I don't know. Under 48, no, I don't see anything here. It took out the pair of highs that you had. I'll give you the level. I mean, I guess you got three highs in the same area: 51.68, 51.63, and 50. You didn't quite get there today. 51.51. So good area. $2 away. Oh, I don't know. It's tough whether or not to ring the register in
Okay,
AMCX.
bunch of tickers getting thrown out in the chat. How is this one doing? I want to find like not super crazy charts. You want to?
They're all
Oh,
crazy.
do you want to look at here? Let's look at 23andMe, ticker ME. We looked at this one like I don't know 3 weeks ago when it had that big run. It was up like 6, 7 to 8 days in a row, and it resumed. It paused for like a moment there, and then it resumed the uptrend
Is
promptly.
this
So
Michael Jordan's company?
what?
I'm joking.
I got it.
You know
No,
that picture I had with Hunter Dickinson. He was wearing a Jump Dan shirt. I didn't say anything to him about it, but
good job.
nice move. This monthly candle here is what you want to. This is what you want to see. 13.55. You're at 13.29. I bet you got more than half back of this move. So I'd like to see it take out 13.55 and then help all these people get their money back when it traded over 17. What does this company do?
23andMe, you know them. They're the. It's like the. How do you even describe it? It's like a DNA, genetics
I
testing.
don't know, Spencer. I asked you.
No, yeah, but I'm saying it's like the DNA. It's like the testing kit. It's like you give them your genetic code, and they tell you that you're related to Thomas Jefferson's nephew, right?
I don't want them cloning me.
Well, you don't give them your. I'm joking, but like you give them your like genetic information, and they store it in their massive database, and then they
And they
tell you,
figure
oh
out.
yeah, Joel. It turns out that Joel and Tom Brady are related, right?
Do you know
So
there's another Joel Elconin?
there's other Spencer Israels. We used to be Facebook friends back when I was on Facebook.
He's guess where he went to school?
I no
Guess where he went to undergrad?
Michigan,
No,
Ohio State.
opposite. Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah,
Ancestry. Thank you, Lonely. I couldn't think of the
yes,
word. It's an ancestry
yes,
kit.
yes, yes.
Yeah, that's what I
Boom,
was thinking of here.
boom.
So back to the chart. Me.
Me, I already said 13.55. That's my target. I like to
Okay.
see it get there and take it out, and then make another move. The
Okay.
longer it takes to get out that 13.55, the more of a chance that it has to roll over. That's what I'm
Okay.
looking at.
Human's looking for a good entry point in PayPal. Human
That's
wants to.
tough.
I know.
No,
Human wants to buy the dip in PayPal.
why? Why? Why do you
Hey,
want to buy the dip?
because buying the dip is fun. I'm trying to buy the dip in Snapchat, right? Buying the dip is fun.
Uh man, I mean, if you want to take a poke here and give yourself a couple bucks, you do have someone targeting the 225 area. You've had 3 lows in that area, but everyone's worried that they're going to pay up some stupid for somebody. Is what
Nah.
everyone's still worried about. Uh, I don't like the monthly. I don't. Oh man, maybe try and buy this one on strength. Maybe if it gets back over 230, but you got a triple bottom. And it's also this monthly low here, but like don't try and buy 223.09. If you absolutely feel like you have to pick a bottom here, give yourself a couple bucks and and ride it. But boy, oh boy, a lot of red can. Other than that, one up day like in the last couple weeks, so it's due for a bounce and 25. But then what you're going to have here is you're going to have your intermediate term traders that are just buying the daylights out of it. And here 225 or whatever, they're going to try and dump it at 230. They don't care if the stock ever goes back to 240, 250, 260. Street's very afraid that they're going to do a deal and they're going to overpay for something. So that's why it's under pressure.
All right, we'll do a couple more here because we only
It's
have
TTD. Someone
the
asked
trade
about
desk.
that.
The trade desk.
Yes.
Yes. How is the trade desk doing?
Ooh, not good. Not good. Two big down days in a row and a strong week for the market. I think you got to be prepared here for a test of that low of the move. 3 lows in the same area. If you're sticking your neck out here, you're trying to buy it, then that's your stopping point. It was last month's low. I guess you could say there's 3 monthly lows in the same area. But not having a good day, 2 red candles in a row, it'd be tough. Tough to pick it for a bounce.
Yeah, here. I'm keeping an eye also on just the movers tool and pro, seeing what's up, what's down in the past few minutes. Not seeing anything too crazy into the close as far as like big stocks making big moves. It's mostly just lower price stocks that are making moves here as we head into
Z
four.
found a bottom. Let's see.
Z, Kathy sold more yesterday.
Really?
Yeah,
Uh,
she sold another million plus.
wow, 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 wow. Yippee yippee. Yep, Pfizer rallying into the close. Maybe a buying balance. Wow, what a range in that. I mean, you can lean on that low from the other day, if you're so inclined to do that. You got to give it down to 63.13. But a quiet range day. So, buyers and sellers are kind of agreeing here. So could pop. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, and yes, Kathy also sold open RM. I saw that as well. Okay, let's look at Lucid, LCID. Let's look at that because it's going. Whoa! I did not realize Lucid was above 40.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It gave it back and then
Wow!
it came
Oh,
back.
whoa!
Wow.
Whoa!
What a little wild child here. Well, this is easy. Last month's high. This one I can actually do. Last month's high, 41.60. You have surpassed that today, going 41.80. You are bid here near the high of the session. I don't know. What a week. Holy
No
mackerel.
kidding.
Oh my lord, look at that. Lucid Motors. So, man, you get into no man's land here. Make sure it closes here over 41.80, but it's probably not going to be as easy ride as it was from 34 to 38, from 38 up to
Yeah,
42, people.
I'm with RM. It's a good time to take some profits. Couldn't agree more. Not that I have any in
What
Lucid.
a week. I remember that was way up earlier in the week, and I was patting myself on the back for calling it coming in, but I took my eye off it, and now it came roaring back. What a volatile week for
Yeah.
LCID.
But
Everything's volatile. Ford's volatile.
I
Everything's
know.
volatile
Joel
now.
Ford's at 20. No,
No, I
no,
did
not
it. It
really.
got to 1972,
19.
and then they slammed it down to 1899,
All
and
right.
now it's at
We
1927.
got 5 minutes left. Let's get those likes up. We're not at.
Yeah, Mitch was pretty upset about
Mitch
that
was
this week.
mad
He was
today.
yelling at Spencer.
He was not happy about the lack of likes. He said he thinks it's my fault apparently that y'all don't hit the button. See what happens if you don't hit the buttons. I get yelled at. I don't want to get yelled at.
Where is Mitchy Mitch? Is he in the background there?
Yeah, he's lurking.
Because he maybe has the call of the week.
Okay.
And he almost stuffed Triple D, and then he came on, and then I don't know, he went to get some water or something on the House of Mouse though.
Yeah,
On the house
Disney.
mouse, Mitchy Mitch, are you going to come in? That was a good
I'm
call.
not sure he can, but if he can, he will.
That's a good call, man.
Disney has earnings, by the way. I want to mention this. Disney has earnings, I believe, next week. Let me confirm it in the pro. They report they report Wednesday after the close. And then Friday, there's like their Disney Plus showcase event where they're gonna like show all the cool stuff they've got coming to Disney Plus.
They hear
Um
they hear
you
Dennis complaining on a daily basis about their
Yeah,
content. They
I know.
probably
We'll have to
got
tell him
a
to watch. We'll have to tell him to watch. I will say this, and you guys know that Disney is in my never ever sell portfolio. I am not feeling confident about into this report. I don't feel
uh
great. I do not feel good here.
It was a nice setup though we were dogging it. Maybe Dennis and I were when it was sitting on that support, hanging out there too long. But boom, right out of there again. Man? If you're good at trading ranges, right there. Someone asked me about that in pre-market prep plus today about trading range. That's it. If you're looking for trading range, go to your monthlies. And that's where you get them. The dailies you can get it too, but the dailies make up the weeklies, and then the weeklies make up the monthlies.
That's how it goes. Hey, here's one. Let's look at Path. PATH. UI Path. We don't talk about this one hardly
Man,
ever.
you guys are what? Is Mitch having to boot a bunch of people? Is that what's going on? Is the chat
No,
being
no, no. You know
unruly?
what? I don't even want Mitch on because Mitch is in my doghouse now. I'm mad at
Ooh.
Mitch.
What about Enver? When are we going to get Enver on?
I would love to get Enver on the show if he would ever do it. I don't think he would.
You don't you can't you don't like this candle in UI path,
Yeah.
right? You made a new high. Oh, we're gonna fill the gap, and now that's a red candle. So down on the day, $1.53. You never like to see a stock give back all the gains like that. So that's my
Someone
that
asked about AMD, Joel, and they asked if the run was over.
red candle. Okay, so yeah, you're off the high. You can lean on the high. Big run this week, 120 to 140. Uh, if I was long it, I'd be keeping an eye on the highest low it ever made. That was from today at 134.22. I think the mark is going to be important. If you're really worried, maybe you could have gotten some, juicy 140 calls or something. You could have sold those for a couple bucks and have a couple bucks of protection on the upside. Of course, if it goes below if it goes below the number that you sold the puts for, or the calls for, then you lose money. But yeah, it's not a great looking candle today in it. AMD highest low it ever made though, 34.42. Big
Yep.
week, big week.
All right, we got a minute and a half left. We got time for like one or two more. Okay, JG, we can look at JetBlue. I thought for sure today, Joel, today that today would be well, I didn't think for sure, but I thought it feels like a reopening kind of day. And a lot of the airlines and cruise lines opened higher and then reversed. JetBlue did no such thing, actually. Wow. JetBlue did not reverse today.
Let me look at JetBlue.
And the other airlines all came off their highs, and the cruise lines did too. Well, actually, no, that's not true because American didn't either. So, or Delta did. It was just American that did
Oh,
that.
come
Just
on,
the one that I look
JetBlue.
at is my bogey. That's
GBW.
weird.
Come on, JetBlue. I'm trying to keep my eye on something else here. I might have to hop.
Well, we got like
Uh,
50 seconds into the close anyway, so
it's closing strong. It's good. Let's see if we can get to 1650. But I gotta tidy some things up here on the close.
yeah.
So I'm gonna hop out of
Go
here.
go get
Everyone, have a
go
great
get those
weekend.
orders out, man. You got Joel's got orders. Oh man, that never happens. You can tell Joel's had he's got something sitting out there. He does not want it into the weekend. Oh wow, that might be a first that Joel just up and dipped out. He's probably got some crazy buy order, and he's like, I don't know. Maybe he's got something out and he wants to get rid of it. Who even knows at this point? But credit to Joel for not talking his book or nothing like that. We are done in 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. There is our closing bell. That means we're done. We made it to another end of a fun week. Please remember all the information from our show meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. Thanks to all of you for hanging out with us. We got Money Mitch coming up live right now. That'll be a wrap on our live programming for the week. Everyone have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Get outside if you can. And we'll see you on Monday.